What's up you guys, it's your boy Sir Vex na naman nga pala to, back at it again with another video. We'll be reacting to another creepy story video kung saan mananood na naman tayo ng nakakatakot na video. We will start now. So ito yung napili ko, also from Mr. Nightmare. Lalagay ko yung link ng original video in the description box down below kung sakaling gusto nyo mapanood yung video on your own time. Bago tayo mag-start sa ating reaction video, roll that intro para magmukha tayong vlogger. Let's start this reaction video in 3, 2, and 1. Quarantine Stories Volume 2. All I may beating noises.
I'm 24 years old, still living with my mom and dad, along with my 2 younger siblings. My parents bought a new house in March, just around the time coronavirus really started to be taken seriously around me, and quarantining started. So we were in the unpacking and settling in phase during all of this. My room is actually in the basement, which I don't mind.
So 24 years old, pero sa ibang bansa, diba, supposedly yan
technically just an extra room in the house, not really meant to be a bedroom, but we made it one. Plus, my parents figure I'm going to be moving out soon, so why give me one of the better rooms in the house? The basement in this house is huge. It's really cool, and I get to feel like it's kind of my own basement in a way because of my room. But right off the bat,
it's a basement.
Weird things would happen. Inside my room, mostly at night, I'd hear strange sounds inside the walls. I knocked on the wall.
Inside the walls.
There's a vent in the room. I thought maybe there was an animal in the vents. I used my iPhone flashlight to get a look inside, but I couldn't really see anything.
Let's just hope that it's an animal.
Whatever, house noises, I figured. If it persisted, I would tell my dad to look into it.
So yan yung best room na mo-offer nila para sa'yo?
In fact, I usually just chill in the basement instead of my room. I use the 50-inch TV my dad set up down there. One night on the first week in the house, I was playing Warzone on my Xbox. I heard this distinct sound from the side of the basement where my room was. It was muffled by a wall, which led me to believe it came from my room.
Muffled.
I went to quickly check
so is that
inside my
sound
room.
inside the wall again?
I hurried back to my game so that I wouldn't die. But to best describe the noise I heard, it sounded like a heavy glass object being placed on a table or something. I figured it probably came from upstairs. Literally the next night, I woke to some weird muffled thumps. I couldn't tell if it was above my room or to the side of my room. I took my phone
an animal. Let's just say it's an animal.
Once again, even with the light, I couldn't see anything in there. I was starting to worry a small animal might be in the vents or living inside the walls.
Let's just hope it's an animal.
Attention, who told me to let him know if it persisted, and he told me to try to record the sounds if possible. So a few nights later,
paranormal yan, record.
Feeling extremely thirsty. My trusty bedside water bottle was empty that night, so I had to go upstairs to get a refill. On my way back downstairs from the kitchen after refilling the bottle, I stopped mid-staircase in the dark, thinking I heard something from the basement. "Andy?" I said very quietly, wondering if my brother was hiding down there.
Let's hope that it is Andy.
To use the flashlight again as I finished my descent down the stairs. I had a quick look around the basement just for peace of mind, and when I found it was clear, I went back to my room to hit the hay. As I placed my water bottle on the ledge above my bed, something in my gut told me to just look at that little vent in the wall one more time. So I shined the light in that direction. Even though it was only for like half a second,
just move in a different room or sleep with your brother Andy.
Looking through the holes in the vent for just a brief moment. I saw their eyes clear as day, but they moved away just as a light revealed them. What did I do? You probably hope I ran to the vent to get a look inside and see who was in there. But no, instead I screamed like a girl as I ran all the way back upstairs, yelling for my dad like a child. My whole family came down the stairs to my room. Brought them to the vent in my room and shined the light in it again. My dad took a look. There was no one in sight now. I'm not even lying when I say my mom and dad told me the cliche I was seeing things because I hadn't gotten enough sleep and I was tired. I didn't buy it. I wasn't sleeping there that night. I slept in the living room and locked the basement door that night. The basement door only has a lock on it because we have an
What if
outdoor
i-lock
entrance
nyo na
to the
yun?
basement,
Like,
so
burn
it
the whole
serves
place
as an
down.
extra small layer of security for break-ins, I guess. Well, the next day, when I went down to the basement, I made a shocking discovery. There was some kind of secret door in the wall that was left open. I immediately called my dad down, and we went inside of it together. There was a blanket on the floor of this little hidden room, along with a small wooden stool-like thing. And if you walk down this
So he
ever so
climbed it?
tiny corridor, you'd come to the vent that peers into my room. This discovery would otherwise be cool if it didn't lead to the realization that someone has been living in this room, possibly raiding our kitchen.
Someone is watching you,
possibly
like,
watching me in
staying
my
with
room
you.
as I slept. I think when the person living in the room heard the commotion I made the night before, they figured it was time to bail. I just still
Good.
fear that they may come back.
And don't come back. That's better.
It's April 2020 as I write this, stuck in quarantine. I
First
live in a
video
duplex
pa lang
house.
yun.
It's one
Parang
story,
ayoko
but
na.
it's divided into two sections. Each side has 2 bedrooms and a kitchen, with each having its own front door. Inside the house, there's a door separating the 2 sections, and it's locked by the other side.
So it's like,
The
it's like
landlord,
2
Jose, lives on
houses
the other
in
side, and he has the lock switch on
one
his side of the
place.
door. Obviously, that's not exactly a situation I've been entirely comfortable with, so I took it upon myself to install some camera I bought on Amazon. It connects to my phone to alert me when motion is detected.
Thank you, Amazon.
I aimed it right at that door. But did I ever expect
Why?
to actually get any kind of notification from that app? No. That's why when I got a notification about movement on the camera, I freaked out. I opened the app and saw in the very laggy, low frame rate video that the door connecting the 2 sides
Please
of the
don't
house
show
was
it.
open. I was literally
Please don't
sitting
show
in
it.
my car in a parking lot, heart racing, waiting. A few minutes later, I saw Jose walking through the doorway.
Okay.
And a few seconds
Hello,
later,
Jose.
shutting the door behind him. I was supposed to go shopping, but instead I raced home to check my apartment. But as far as I could tell, nothing was touched.
Ayoko na.
I didn't know whether to confront him or see if it persisted, but the curiosity just ate away at me that night. I knocked on his front door and told
Why
him
are
about my
you?
camera,
Why are people
and
so
that I knew
curious
he
about
entered my apartment.
something that scares them?
He admitted it right
something
away,
that
but he had
disturbs
a
them.
reason. He said he smelt a burning smell that he thought was coming from my side of the house, and he knew I wasn't home, so he had to check if I left the oven on.
Yeah.
Given that I couldn't find anything stolen,
What did
I
he
had
see?
to just say, okay, thanks. I mean, realistically, it was
Yeah,
a
thank you,
viable
Jose.
reason for him to come in, right? Still,
Yeah.
that night while I was in bed, I wasn't happy about him just coming into my side of the house. I mean, that's against the law, isn't it?
Yeah. Why?
Given that we're both
Come on,
always
Jose.
home now, makes the situation a little more tense. A few days later, I was up really, really late on a Zoom call with my friends. When I got that dreaded notification on my phone that there was
Oh, come
movement.
on.
I closed my laptop for
Is he
like a
inside?
second to go outside my room. All of my lights were off out there, obviously. It was like 3 a.m. I was in the living
Why
room.
are you awake in
and
3
I saw
a.m.?
Jose standing in the corner. He had something in his hand that I couldn't see, but he was surely looking at me. I could only see him because the light from my bedroom came out to the living room slightly. He started walking to me like a zombie. I told him to chill
Jose,
out,
he
and
just-
I backed away into my room.
Jose,
I saw him still approaching me with this lifeless posture. I slammed the door shut and locked it. He started to pound on the door with some blunt object and tried the doorknob. I yelled at him to
Yeah?
stop before I called the police.
Jose, what are you
Just
even
like
trying
that,
to do?
he stopped. And a few seconds later, I heard the door separating the apartments slam shut. I peeped into the
That's good.
outside. He appeared to be gone.
Is that
I
good?
got the police on the phone and had them come to the house. We
That's
got
good.
Jose to come to my side of the house. He claimed he didn't remember a thing. And as the 4 of us watched the footage on my phone
Son
of
of
him
a-
entering my side of the apartment,
What, you're
I had this look
sleepwalking,
of
Jose?
fear and remorse. That's when he claimed he has a sleepwalking problem that's gotten worse recently.
Oh, so
He's
that
on a
is that
bunch
why
of
he's walking like a
medications.
zombie?
The police asked me if I wanted to press charges. I looked at Jose and said no. However, as soon as the police left, I barricaded that door with my dresser and started looking
Good.
for new apartments. I
Good.
haven't seen Jose since.
That's a good
and I'm not
choice.
staying here much longer. I don't think I believe his sleepwalking story. It truly seemed he
Neither
was
do
trying
I.
to hurt me that night.
I'm kind of into it though. Story number 3. And let's have bubble wraps with us. This is a
Quarantining
bubble wrap
and
from
social
the
distancing has had
unboxing
my
of
friends and I
the
going
microphone.
crazy. So to spice things up, we wanted to explore the abandoned farmhouse down the road. It was my friends Luke, Kyle, and I. Luke drove us. It was only a 10-minute drive. We pulled up this hilly road onto this enclosed property.
But
where
it's-
this once occupied.
But it's
farm
coronavirus.
sits.
Why are you guys outside?
Most people in the area have passed by this place at least once and are aware of its abandonment. Breaking
Yeah.
in was easy. We just broke a window
Why do you
on
have to
ground
break
level
in?
and hopped in through there. The place was so old we saw dust particles floating everywhere in the light beams from our flashlights. The most noteworthy things we noticed were the lack of furniture and extremely creaky floors. Even though the place was known to be abandoned, we still expected at least some things left behind. However,
Like
it seemed
what?
people had already looted
Like,
the place
why
out.
not just mind your own business? How about that?
The three of us branched off a bit to different sections of the house to explore, and within a minute, Kyle came tiptoeing back to us and whispered that he heard someone or something in another room. I whispered where, and he pointed. He refused to go over there, while Luke and I just quietly laughed, thinking he
Yeah,
was either being a
refuse not to
pussy
go
or trying to freak
somewhere
us
that
out.
disturbs you and just go,
Not gonna lie,
go
given
home.
the setting, that dark, quiet old farmhouse surrounded by woods in the dead of night, his planes did give me goosebumps. Luke and I still proceeded quietly to the room that he was pointing at. It was impossible not to make it at least a little creaking on those terrible rotting wood floorboards.
Camera
We
died.
discovered that
Sorry
the little
guys.
room contained a two-way
Napuno yung
staircase.
memory ko, hindi ko pala
One going
narinis yung ano,
upstairs, another going to the
ibang
basement.
lumang clips.
But when I approached the basement staircase, my
Why do you
goosebumps
guys
came
love
back,
basements
and I
so
realized
much?
Most, if not all, of the stairs had collapsed, and at this point, it was more so just a hole in the floor. Luke dared me to look down into the basement.
Come on,
I
Luke,
was
why?
going to, and I for sure heard a noise come from down there. There was this creaking sound that would repeat every couple seconds. I turned to Luke and whispered, "Do you hear
Bro,
that?"
someone's in there.
He
Just
nodded
get
his
out.
head and whispered back to go look down there. I took a deep breath and said, "To hell with it. I'll do it." I crept to the disturbing-looking hole in the floor and shined my flashlight into the darkness below. At first, I
Bro.
didn't see anything except a concrete floor in the basement and small piles of rotted wood. But then I got on my knees to get a deeper look in the basement. And that's when we heard... My hand just jerked to the right where I heard the voice, and I saw an old woman with long gray hair in a rocking chair. She was looking at me with this lifeless smile. It had this hint of malice
Bro,
to
just
it.
get out. Just
I
get
fell
out, bro.
backwards and dropped my flashlight. I yelled at the
Just
top
get
of my
out.
lungs to run to my friends.
Just
Kyle
get
already left the
out.
house and was waiting in the car. Luke and I then got to the car, and I was yelling at him the whole time to hurry up.
Yeah, yeah.
Once we exited the property, I felt a lot better. Luke heard the voice
Good.
too. He didn't see what I saw though.
Oh,
It
come
was
on.
bizarre. It was surreal.
Luke should be
It
the
was
one who went
terrifying.
down.
It didn't make sense. Why was she down there? How did she get down there when all the stairs had collapsed?
Yeah.
What else
What
was
if she
down
was
there?
trapped there?
All these unanswered questions are made creepier when you remember that farm has been abandoned for years.
Or is it? Okay, the video's done. We're done here. I'm done here. I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. Okay, okay. I'm done. I don't want this anymore. Alright, so we're done with this reaction video. So masabi ko sa video na yun is it was so much more disturbing than our past reaction videos on disturbing videos. And I don't know why, pero mas nakaka-disturb pala yung yung mga pictures lang than the animation itself. Like, lalo na yung mata. That gave me goosebumps. Hindi ko in-expect yun. Why was there someone in a wall? Who lives inside a wall? Like, if I got poor, I'd rather live in the streets than live inside a wall. That would be creepy for someone else and weird for me. I wouldn't do that. I'd rather give myself a job or find somewhere else to sleep where it's cozy and I won't disturb anyone. Blah 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 blah. I forgot what to say. I don't know. again. So guys, maraming salamat sa panonood. If you like this video, please give it a like. Comment down below kung meron kayong mga ibang suggestions na video na gusto nyong panoodin ko, and also gusto nyong reactan ko or any contents na gusto nyong gawin ko. And kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, why haven't you subscribed? All you gotta do is give that subscribe button a punch in the face, ikaw maging kulay gray yan, as well as tap on the notification bell para always notified ka sa aking mga bagong videos. Share this video kung sa tingin nyo may mga makakagusto sa mga gantong ginagawa kong videos, no? Maraming salamat sa panood. Always support Filipino vloggers. Kita-kits sa lahat sa mga videos. Let's go!